the Most High for their deliverance as well. And anything that you may have gone through that you may still deal with, we'll be praying for you too. And we all gonna connect. The Most High is bringing us together for a reason. It says that we're overcomers by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. This is why I'm an overcomer, because I've always had the blood of the Lamb, but the word of my testimony, I'm not afraid to speak no more. Y'all don't have to be afraid to speak no more. I stepped out so that y'all can know y'all can do it too. You know what I'm saying? I was already delivered before I ever ever got on any of these interviews with Alex. I was already delivered. But the Most High told me to begin doing it so that y'all can get free too, that y'all can see that I'm an example, that David can get up here and run his mouth every week, and ain't nothing gonna happen. Ain't nothing gonna happen. I've already showed y'all in the scriptures this evening where the Most High said, if they prophesy prophecies that do not come to pass, and they have dreams that do not come to pass, he say, do not fear them, because he has not spoken to them. He ain't spoke to David. Think about all the stuff he said that's going to happen to you, and it ain't happened. Now think about that scripture and what the Most High said. He said, do not fear them, because he ain't spoke to them. And so everybody that is on the precipice of getting out of there, if you're still in the cult, or if you hear this message later on after you got out the cult because you have blocked me on Facebook, even if this is months or years down the line, listen to what I'm saying to you. There's liberty on this side of things. And he just didn't want you listening to this because you're going to be liberated. David wants to control you. He wanted to control you. And he wants to control you for the rest of your life.
He wants to
control, or at least
your
the rest
mind.
Of his life.
He wants to control your mind, body, and spirit.
That's right. That kind of sounds like Satan, don't it? He want to control you. Where the Most High, he wants you to willfully give yourself to him, where he can use you, but beautiful things come out of it when the Most High uses you. You yield peaceable fruit. People are not burdened down. People do not feel like they're being destroyed when they're around you when the Most High uses you. But when Satan uses you, he wants to control you. He don't want you to willfully give it up. He wants to take it. And that's what David does. He wants to take your free will that the Most High has given to you. And so don't let him do that.
What's the one thing that God gives us?
Free will. That's it. And why does Satan hate us so much? Because he had free will and we got free will. But with his free will,
fucked it up.
He wasn't given another chance. And so that's why he hates humanity. And so when he gets in a person, that's the first thing he wants to do with that other person is use them to take your free will. That's why you see men and women who are in abusive relationships with a spouse. They don't have any free will. They're being beat. Some of them are, being sexually assaulted and raped. That's Satan. They're under a control that if they could just stop it and turn the switch off, they would. But because they can't, he continues to use them. And so this is what's happening to y'all. He's using y'all through the means of witchcraft. And I was just like y'all, praying against demons, and I wasn't afraid of no demons, but you don't have to be afraid of a demon in order for that demon to use you. All he has to do is make himself act like he's not even there, or slap the name God or Jesus on it, and you think that's who it is controlling your life. But I'm gonna tell you, since I got out of there, I found out the truth. I'm able to really make contact with heaven now. When I was there, no prayers were getting through. It was like a brass ceiling. All my prayers came right back down. Number one, because David gets you into sin. He wants you to sin against the Most High because he don't want the Most High to listen to your prayers.
Because he wants to spiritually.
So
he wants to spiritually blackmail you.
That's it.
Yep.
He does.
He wants to spiritually blackmail you. He wants you to be a pig like him. Don't fall into his fucking pigsty.
That's right.
Don't fall into his David's pig pen.
That's right. And if he can get you to sin without recognizing that you're sinning against the Most High, because you think that, well, Apostle said I can do this, or Apostle does that, so let's do it like this. You don't even think that you're sinning. but you are. And so you're never repenting for those things that you're doing. And so because you're never repenting, the Most High not even listening to your prayers. And so that's what David wants. That's what Satan wants. If the Most High ain't listening to your prayers, guess what? It's going to be that much harder for you to get delivered from out of there. But you're going to have to go against the grain. You're going to have to tell yourself, hey, snap out of this. David is a liar. Not you thinking he's a liar. You know he a liar. You see what he lie about behind closed doors. You see the contradictions, but you're afraid to call him out. But this is why he does what he does, because he don't want you to recognize how he's operating this stuff. And so once he gets you into sin and to doing the things that he does, he got you thinking that you're okay because he's doing it, and you think that he's a holy man. But in reality, the Most High don't listen to David's prayers. That's why you see him crumbling right before your very eyes these days. And that's why he ain't listening to your prayers, because you're following in David's footsteps. And so, like David teaches out of his own mouth, a person cannot produce what they are not. So he's producing a bunch of sexual deviants. A lot of y'all, some of y'all were virgins when y'all went to that cult. You're not virgins anymore. Some of y'all had already been delivered from lust, but you got back into it. And this time it's even stronger. Some of y'all have gone through abuse and molestation before you got to the cult. And then you come to the cult thinking you're going to be healed and delivered, only to come back into molestation.
David uses,
But from
I know that for a fact. I know that for a
mm,
fact. What you just said, I know that
mm,
as fucking fact because people have called and told me. I'm not going to say who, but
wow,
I know. But I
wow,
fucking know. And you know what? No, he doesn't fucking heal you. He fucking uses that as a
mm,
fucking tactic to just dig his greedy little fucking sick, greasy fucking rat claws into people's fucking souls, man, and just obliterate them.
that's so true, brother.
Sucks their fucking will to live. You
Man,
watching you, David, you motherfucker.
we see you, boy.
We see you. Yeah. David probably thought
We
this
see
would never
you.
happen. No,
Yeah.
David, I
Well,
know.
it's here now, and it
I
ain't no escape.
no.
You say we not going to escape. Guess what, David? We not running and hiding. You are. And another thing I'll say, while you trying to assassinate my character, you punk. One thing I can say about me, and that you can't refute, is that ain't no law enforcement ever came to the cult because I was there. You can't say that about them guys you got there now can you? You can't say that about yourself, now can you? But ain't no law enforcement ever came. 10 years I was there. They ain't never came looking for me, but they come looking for people now. Why is that, David? How is that? That's very contradicting. You try to make me seem like I've been a troublemaker and all this. Yeah, I might have frustrated you personally because I wasn't a yes man, because I didn't do everything you said do, because I still knew I was my own person outside of what you talking about. But the other people, they just do what you say do. I'm not stupid like that. And I'm gonna tell you, Alex, this is another true story. This was in 2016. All right. You know how I told y'all before how Michelle, David had got on her about what she did with all her money or whatever.
Yep.
So she had a Camaro that had got repossessed.
Michelle did?
And yeah, Michelle did. And it was what was this? It was Cinco de Mayo 2016. And we had all went to we was all out in St. Louis at the little parade and festivities or whatever for Cinco de Mayo. And this is where they repossessed their car at, from the street. They came and took it off, took it, and we see the tow truck pulling off. We running down the street. Yo, wait, what's going on? Woo, woo. And Michelle, she's acting dumbfounded, like, no, I don't know why they're taking my stuff. You know, Meanwhile, I'm thinking to myself, like, yeah, she ain't pay that, because I've heard David talk to her behind closed doors. So